Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Good morning!
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It is us, Saucy and Friends. We are here this morning. It is
Wednesday.
May
Wednesday.
5th. El Dia after Cinco de Mayo. And we are here. We are in the house. Oh my gosh, what a night like last night. My goodness. And what are we saying? Oh, Saucy is out today. She is going to take some rest because she is not recovering well from her cold. So she's going to take a day today to get some rest. And so it is the skeleton crew. It is Rockstone Triz, me, Miss Tony, and Anthony, the intern. We are here today. Anthony, guess what we did last night? We went to an event for your school.
Oh, there was a school event yesterday?
Yes, it was a Making a Difference. I think it was a fundraiser or something. I think, and it was for Fenway High School. It was at Eastern Standard, down near the Fenway area, and it was really nice. Like, we had a really good time. There was a speaking program that we didn't stay for very long, but there was great food. The food was really, really good, and it was open bar. So hey, that was a good time. So then we made our way over here to Cinco de Mayo, which was the best bingo that we've had so far this year. We really, really had a good time. The place was packed. We had to bring out like all kinds of extra tables and make little areas for people to play bingo, and it was a really, really good time.
I was jealous.
It was all women and Stefan, which was great. and Jason was here. Finn was here for a little bit too, so it was really cool, and it was a good time. We had a really, really good time. Shout out to the ladies that came out last night. Red Shades was in the building. Yeah, Lovely and Ty came out, and they had the corner over here lit. Rochelle was here. It was a really, really nice time that we had last night here. Oh, and Lawanda was here last night too. Great to see her, and of course A1, who holds it down for bingo every week. So it was a really, really nice time. Of course, shout out to the team DJ Live on the ones and twos. Mr. Dirt, he's got a gift. That guy has got a gift for hosting. He hosted the hell out of last night, and of course Pam on the drinks, and Ivan Dissa with the pastels in the corner. And shout out to Gotti Eunice, who came through with enchiladas yesterday, staying on theme, and those enchiladas were amazing last night. It was really, really, really good. Calling Jacoby and Maya from my chair. Don't call them. Don't call nobody for your chair mishap. And we sorry about that. These chairs are horrible. They're really, really bad. Look at my shirt. Is everybody seeing what my shirt says?
What happened to the chair?
I don't know. Those chairs are horrible.
Yeah, they
We
are.
threw away like 8 broken chairs last night, and then one broke last night too. It was crazy. My shirt says, not accepting anything less than princess treatment, because if God could put me first, what's your excuse?
That part. Not accepting. What is it?
Not accepting anything less than princess treatment.
Princess treatment. Very nice.
Yeah, because if God could put me first, what's your excuse?
Not princess, queen treatment.
Queen treatment.
You
Well,
want
they
top
call
notch.
it. That's right. You just say that, Triz. Say that.
You want top notch.
So good morning, everyone. We're gonna get the show started because I'm a little sniffly.
I am too.
The allergies have been kicking my butt, and yesterday I thought I was gonna scratch my eyes out. Oh my gosh! Just one eye though, one eye. So anyhow, good morning, Opal. Good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for coming through. We're gonna get the show started right now.
Wait, I want to talk about my night.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry, Triz. Oh God, I'm so rude. I didn't check in with nobody. How are you, Triz?
I'm
What's
good.
going on with you?
I'm good. Last night I was inside of El Barco. Over there on Dalton Street, next to King's.
Yes.
Where the Summer Shack used to be.
The Summer Shack is gone.
Yeah, Summer Shack is gone. It is now a Mexican spot called El Barco.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have all the tequilas in the world. It was very nice. And somebody got a friend that went live on Facebook about me, and she was talking trash.
Let's talk about this girl who thought she was Young Miami.
She attempted to drag me. She attempted to drag me, folks. I don't know where this lady came from. I don't know who she is or who the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know who she is. But anyway, she tried to drag me down yesterday. I was playing music, and I was staying in theme. I was staying in the, Cinco de Mayo theme. I was playing all the Latino music or whatever. And the first time I had an interaction with her, It was nice and cordial. She was cool. And maybe about 10 minutes later, I went back in that same spot and she played Become Another Person. And she started going live and she started cussing me out, telling me I can't play music. just being the most naggerish out of the most naggerish. And there was a gentleman that was standing next to me waiting in the bar.
Yeah.
And he was just looking at her in complete disgust like I was. She called me everything in the book, and she was talking about my mother and my brother.
Oh, your mother should have been there.
Everybody. I said, if that makes you happy, I'll be all the things you want me to be. If that makes you happy, lady, because I don't know what your problem is.
Well, she sounds like a problem, and she sounds like she couldn't handle her tequila. So, that whatever. Well, everybody wants to be somebody these days, and so that's what she was trying to do. And you said she was like the only black amongst the people out there?
Yeah, but she was, let's put it like this. She was the oldest black lady.
The oldest?
Yes, she was the oldest. She was probably about 45 maybe, yeah, about 50.
Oh.
And, she definitely, I was pretty sure she was from Roxbury, I'm just saying, ain't nothing wrong with the Roxbury people, but, rough around the edges. So, we had to deal with that.
Well, whatever makes us famous, whatever makes her feel good, everybody wants to be somebody these days, and not everybody can be anybody, and she's past her prime, obviously.
Man.
Shout out to Nicole B. She was in the building yesterday, too, with her special Cinco de Mayo tank top on, so we like that. And everybody, really, really great time. Everybody who was there last night, come on and bring a friend next time. We ordered more bingo chips because we got to ripping off pieces of a really good time.
I'm mad because I heard y'all said my mother made some good enchiladas. I went home looking for some. There was nothing.
Oh, good, because she was supposed to make 2 for me and put it to the side, so I'm glad you didn't find them.
There was nothing.
But I'm gonna go eat them. That is my lunch today because my mother took mine. So I'm like, I want my enchilada. But anyhow, we're gonna get this party started. We're gonna get this show started so I can go get my enchilada. All right, Saucy and Friends in the morning. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let me line up the song.
Jonathan Lagumbe says, "Hi, good morning. It's me. Thanks for live streaming on Hump Day. Of course. Thank you, Jonathan."
Yes, here we go. We live stream every day, Jonathan. Tune in to Saucy and Friends right here.
9 to 11.
9 to 11 in the morning.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Start the show.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Good morning, good morning. Boston, New England, let the sunlight in. Saucy and Friends in the morning. We're ready to begin. Yeah, find us at sparkfmonline.com. Saucy and Friends in the morning. Yeah, we got it going on.
Damn. No matter what people say, we got it going on. Da, 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 da. I like that song. I missed that song. Who sang that song? That's Eve.
Kim, that's Lil' Kim.
Oh, I don't know nobody. Anyhow, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Today it is currently 67 degrees. Well, no. Well, is it 67 degrees right now? Light rain is expected this afternoon. It is 67 degrees. It is partly mostly cloudy. Feels like 69 degrees. I don't like the feels like, but anyhow, scattered light rain showers are expected, and the high today will be 70 degrees. I think it's supposed to rain overnight, which is something that I really, really like. That is our weather for today. Announcements. We don't really have any announcements. I will not be here tomorrow. I have to go to work. I'm sad. I have to go into the office, and I'm not happy about that. So, but anyhow, we'll see how it is. The annual meeting is usually pretty interesting, so we'll see what goes on. But I have to be to work.
Work is fun.
I have to be there the whole day, though, from 9 to 5 tomorrow.
When was the last time you've been there?
2 years ago.
All right.
2 years ago. Anyway.
I can't go there for the
Anyway, I'm gonna go in there. Anyhow, let's get into this around the way news. Boston police seek public's help in finding a Mattapan woman who went missing from the hospital after she was discharged.
Oh no.
Where'd the lady go? Where is the lady?
Oh, you got the story. You got it.
Did I send them? Could you send them? Police are seeking the public's help to finding a Mattapan woman who went missing after being discharged from a city hospital. Brittany Binger, 29, of Mattapan, was reported missing on Saturday after she was discharged from a local hospital and failed to return home, police said on Monday. She was last seen at approximately 3 a.m. Saturday in the area of Boston Medical Center. They discharged her at 3 a.m.? Police described Binger as a black female, approximately 5 feet tall, weighing approximately 140 pounds, with a medium build, brown eyes, and black curly hair, possibly worn in a short ponytail. She was last seen wearing a light gray hoodie, dark gray sweatpants, tie-dyed pink Crocs, and carrying a Victoria's Secret tote bag with white and pink stripes. Binger is known to frequent downtown Boston and the Back Bay shopping area. Police said she may currently be in the area of Mass Ave, Melnia Cass Boulevard, and Southampton Street.
Oh my goodness.
Police are urging anyone with information regarding her whereabouts to call 911 or contact District B detectives. Where do you think she could be? And did she get discharged at 3 a.m.? That sounds weird.
Why would she? Well, is it mental?
They're not
Because-
saying.
Why would she just be walking around?
Right. I don't know. That is a weird story.
Okay, I do have her photo up. I'll put her picture up so the people
Yes,
can see.
please.
If anybody does know this young lady, make sure you help her out.
Yeah. The man who was killed by police in carjacking was also just discharged from a hospital. Oh, that's true. That's true. That guy, the King guy, he had just gotten discharged from the hospital too with that carjacking situation. So that's weird. I don't want that in there. A loose goat roams a Massachusetts town. Why is that in there? Boston police are seek a suspect accused of stealing a wine bottle from a Boston liquor store and hitting a victim in the head. Boston police need a lot of help these days, y'all. Boston police are seeking the public's help in identifying a man accused of stealing a wine bottle from a Boston liquor store and then hitting a victim in the head before running away. At around 12:22 p.m. Friday, officers responded to the radio call for an unarmed robbery in the area of 69 River Street, the location of Budget Liquors in Mattapan. When officers arrived, the victim told police that a man wearing a black sweatshirt and black shorts entered the store and stole a bottle of wine from the shelf, concealing it in his pocket before exiting the store. As the man tried to leave the store, a struggle ensued and the victim was struck in the head, police said. The suspect then ran down River Street towards Mattapan Square. Police said officers canvassed the area but could not locate the suspect. Detectives assigned to Area B3 in Mattapan, District B3 in Mattapan, are actively reviewing the facts and circumstances surrounding the incident. Anyone with information is strongly urged to contact the detectives. And there's his picture too.
He looked like a young 20-year-old.
He looks very young. Yeah, and there he is. Stole a bottle of wine and then hit somebody in the head with it. That's wild work. Boston to host a 5-day maritime festival for the U.S. 250th anniversary. That had a hard time getting that out. 200. When are all these festivities starting for this thing?
All year round, I believe.
Oh, it's all year round. Okay. Mark your calendars and plan to catch sail.
Okay, no, somebody came in here. I don't know.
Oh, mark your calendars and plan to catch Sail Boston's tall ship fleet as part of the Sail 250 this summer. The gathering of military and tall ships will be held to commemorate the U.S. 250th anniversary from Saturday, June 11th through Wednesday, July 15th. According to the Cape Cod Times, who is it? Who's in here?
Nothing.
Sail 250's Boston celebration will feature fireworks, educational programs, and a sail parade with more than 50 ships participating. 8 have been invited to attend from Cape Cod, the islands, or Plymouth County. They include all of these ships.
So is it like the Pinta?
No, it's real ships. It's the Mayflower too. Oh, Malabar 2, Kalmar, Tabor Boy, T.S. Patriot State, the Cutter Bloodhound, the Privateer, and the Schooner Hindu. Those are the ones that are coming. While the boats have been invited to participate in the sailing event, Sail 250 has not yet confirmed which boats will attend. Officials say with Sail 250 did not immediately return a request for a respond. According to the Cape Cod Times, participating ships will be open to the public for boarding and viewing at the Boston Fish Pier, Commonwealth Pier, Pier 5, Boston, Courthouse Dock, Fan Pier, Rose Wharf, and Charlestown Navy Yard. Admission to board the ships is free. The pier will be accessible from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday, July 11th, to 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday, July 12th through Wednesday, July 15th. That's cool. You can go on the boats and see that. The fireworks will be held off Fan Pier on July 11th and 15th, while a sailing parade will run from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on July 11th. That is awesome. That sounds nice. I like that. I remember the time that, when the tall ships came here and all of that, and that just be a nice time in the summertime. Summertime in the city is fun.
It is.
Yesterday, just kind of like driving through the city and just seeing all the people. The Trillium down by in the Fenway area was packed yesterday.
Yeah, everything was packed. Everything.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo.
I saw a couple of our folks over there by a Barco. It was like, I was like, y'all playing up here. He was like, hey, if I knew it was going to be like this, I would have never came.
Yeah.
I said it's Cinco de Mayo, bro.
It's Cinco
Anywhere
de
you go, it's
Mayo,
going
right.
to be lit.
It was so nice. We couldn't find any Cinco de Mayo decorations, but we did manage to find little tiny sombreros. So people were sitting in here with little sombreros on.
Nobody had a sombrero?
Nobody had a big one, but we had little ones, and people had those on, and it was fun. A rising number of cars are declared totaled after crashes. This is a 7 investigates, and they're trying to figure out, like, why is that happening? So I think that's a quick video we can show here. What does it say? The smooth ride, the front end and bumper were cracked and dented. His car's hood was popped out of place and the grille was damaged. Despite the damage, Kyle said his car was still drivable. I drove it to work for a week, he said. He was stunned when a body shop told him that it would cost more than $8,000 to fix the damage. I was at the point saying, okay, that is more than I was expecting to pay, but fine, I will pay it and we'll get back to normal. He's gonna pay $8,000. Let's watch this video.
Here goes the clip.
Back, are car insurance companies revving up the number of vehicles they total?
7 investigates found more people are taking a major financial hit after what seems like a minor accident. Samantha Kumar uncovers what's driving these decisions.
Kyle Hastings loved his first car.
It was the first car that wasn't like a parent's car or something. It was the first car that I had bought.
He worked hard to pay off the loan. And with just 51,000 miles on the odometer, he thought he'd hold on to his car for years to come. But that smooth ride came to a smashing stop last fall.
I was on my way to work. It was just an unfortunate accident. It was a fender bender. It was my fault.
His front end and bumper were cracked and dented. His hood was popped out of place, and his grille was damaged. But Kyle says his car was still drivable.
And I drove it to work for a week.
So
Like
Kyle
that.
was stunned when a body shop told him it would cost more than $8,100 to fix the damage.
Why?
I was at that point saying, okay, that's more money than I was expecting to pay. But fine, I will pay it and then we'll get back to normal.
Kyle wanted to put the crash in his rear view, but he hit a roadblock. His insurance company
See what she
declared
did
his
there.
I see
car
what
a
she
total
did there.
loss.
It was like a gut punch. You know, you think totaled and you think of just a car that's completely beyond repair.
Instead of paying for the repairs, Kyle's insurance company appraised the car and offered him around $11,000 to total it and buy a new one. If he wanted
Wow.
to keep the car, Kyle would have to accept a smaller payout, $6,900.
What?
And his
Less
vehicle
than
would
it
be
was-
permanently tagged as salvaged.
Oh.
That means his car would be harder to insure or sell. Kyle would also have to pay for all the repairs himself.
It really felt like I was trapped and I couldn't go anywhere. I was kind of forced to buy a new vehicle and not repair my car because I didn't.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, like why would they offer him a payout that was less than what they said it would cost to fix it? Why wouldn't they give him the $8,000 for it? But anyhow, so that's what insurance companies are doing. They'd rather total cars out than to. And why is that? Who does that benefit?
I don't know. I think it benefits them. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Does it? I don't know because I guess they don't
The
have
insurance
to pay
company?
out yeah, right?
Oh,
I don't know. They try to do the same thing with my mother's car. They try to total her car, and her car is fine.
It's fine, right?
Not fine. It just needs some work. But
Right.
It's not total.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I always thought that they total it when the repairs cost more than the car is worth.
Right.
But I don't know. It's not worth it to a lot of people to go and get into a new car. I mean, but $11,000, he could have gotten a decent car for $11,000.
But he just finished paying off that.
Oh
car.
yeah, he said that he did just finish paying off. Oh well, Kyle, good luck to you with that. What else do we have in the news? More people. Okay, so more people in Massachusetts are
the
considering
body shop and insurance benefit.
What?
They said the body shop and insurance benefit.
Oh, there are a lot of salvage title cars out there. The body shop and insurance benefit. All the cameras make the cars more expensive to fix. Oh, okay. Thank you, Stefan. Stefan is a
Honda
mechanic, so he knows the things. What else now? More people in Massachusetts are considering gun ownership, and we know that. And let's get into that. That is a report there from WBZ News. 42,785 active carry permits are right now in Massachusetts. So let's look at that. What she says.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, sorry. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Associated more with the Republican Party and conservative causes.
But as WBZ's Paula Eben shows us this evening, that seems to be shifting.
It appears more people in Massachusetts are looking at getting a gun. Check out these numbers from our partners at Axios Boston. In the first 6 months of 2025, Massachusetts added close to 43,000 active carry permits. There were less than 20,000 over the entire year of 2024. That's the most recent data the state has. But Ed Gardner, the executive director of the Liberal Gun Club, says he's seen interest grow even further.
Last year, for the club at large, a couple thousand requests. This year, since January 1st, almost 2,000.
And they're pointing to what they saw in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I've seen what's happening in Minneapolis. I don't like it. I used to be anti-gun, but I think that might be something I need to change now.
The Liberal Gun Club was formed to help people overcome some of the political obstacles to gun ownership.
They don't necessarily want to support, a MAGA-based gun shop or range or something like that.
So as soon as someone was outed as a liberal or a Democrat or having voted for Barack Obama, they were...
play the story that features us.
And anybody I love. And I'm not someone who believes in guns, but our president and this Make America Great Again, those things scare me.
I hate it. I never thought I would even want a gun. But what happened in Minnesota? I mean, come on. It's too much.
This is video from here. This is our brunch and burners that we're showing here now.
I'm gonna skim through it a little bit here.
Getting civically engaged, local politics. What does the city council do? In these communities, having a gun is a very negative. There is stigma associated with it, with gun violence.
Every gun has 3 parts: frame, action, barrel, okay?
Brunch and Burners is just an extension of resources that this community needs.
When responsible gun owners learn and practice responsible gun ownership, guns are completely safe.
With the way the economy is going, the rising of food going up, the rising of gas going up, it's hard for a lot of citizens to survive. Eventually the crime rate will go up. With Dawn teaching these classes, this is the right way of being able to own a gun legally to protect yourself, your family.
This right here is called the slide lock. I teach in Holliston, I teach in Dedham, I teach in Mattapan, I teach in Granby. When you put multiple rounds into the shotgun, you don't have to pump it. You just go through. From east to west of Massachusetts, every class is packed across the state. There's always going to be a woman of color in that class. Every single one of them.
It's really weird that I am here. I don't even buy my kids toy guns. It's our president. It's just the uncertainty of every day waking up and just not knowing what's gonna happen.
And I go to draw this pistol.
There's a war going on, probably not inside of the city, but you don't know how people are gonna react to it.
Pick up that pistol, look, finger off of the trigger.
You don't know how the universal chaos is going to affect those around you that you're in community with all the time.
Yes, ladies, yes.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, very nice. You guys can check out that video. It is on the WGBH website, and that is from our own Brunch and Burners here. Because, we got to because listen, Get ready so you don't gotta stay ready so you don't gotta get ready is what it is. That's what it is. Fourth mass state trooper to be arraigned in recruits training death. So this is that young man that was killed. They've already arraigned 3 of them, and now this is the 4th one. A 4th Massachusetts state trooper charged with the 2024 training death of a recruit is scheduled to be arraigned Tuesday afternoon in Worcester Superior Court. Casey Lamonte faces multiple charges, including involuntary manslaughter, and is expected to appear in court for the first time since charges were filed. 3 other members of the Mass State Police were arraigned on similar charges last month. Sergeant Jennifer Penton and troopers Edwin Rodriguez and David Montanez all pleaded not guilty. All 4 are charged in connection with the death of Enrique Delgado Garcia, who died following a boxing exercise at the State Police Academy 2 years ago. Sources previously told 25 investigates that Delgado Garcia suffered multiple injuries during the exercise, including broken bones, missing teeth, and a spinal injury. Damn. Wow. Prosecutors allege the 4 troopers failed to properly supervise the training session. Following Delgado Garcia's death, the Massachusetts State Police removed boxing as an exercise at the academy.
So they were charged?
They were charged, yep.
Right.
Yep. The troopers involved in the exercise were suspended without pay, and they had been charged.
Involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's awful. A barge headed to Boston sinks near Bonnet Shores. Barge sinks. Barge loaded with pilings and headed for Boston grounded off of Narragansett on Sunday, May 3rd, according to the U.S. Coast Guard. The captain of the tug intentionally soft-grounded it near Bonnet Shores after noticing the barge was taking on water and listing, according to a Facebook post by the Coast Guard sector southeastern New England. The captain found a spot that would prevent the barge from sinking or blocking the channel, the Coast Guard said. And there's a picture of the boat sunk. The sunk boat.
What's a barge?
A barge is like a big, one of those ships that carry stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The tug and barge were heading for Boston to deliver pilings to Logan International Airport, according to the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard first received a report of the barge that was listing at 1:46 p.m. So I guess listing means that it was starting to sink. Mm-hmm. Is this the story?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Here goes the clip.
The distance away, are they that close? It's crazy.
We had a bird's eye view. It was pretty cool to see it last night and then this morning.
Just a few feet from the shoreline, a barge and its tug seen with cargo on board tipping to one side. The U.S. Coast Guard says it was on its way to Boston Logan Airport to deliver pilings when the barge began taking on water.
Kind of looks like it's sinking, so I wonder what they're doing, and it looks like there's some boards on the back. So it's just unusual. I don't know what they would use it for over here, and I hope that it doesn't sink them.
Yeah. The barge sunk. That's crazy. All parties have been forthcoming and helpful in this effort as Sector Southeastern New England collaborates with the barge's Class Society and Company for salvage operations to allow its eventual transit to Boston. Can those things still be used, whatever it was carrying?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah?
That's if it's wood. Yeah.
It's not. Oh, no. Was it wood?
I think so.
Oh, okay. 2 Boston men have been captured after an armed daytime home invasion sparks gunfire in Saugus. So shots fired during home invasion in Saugus. Residents of a quiet North Shore neighborhood confronted chaos Sunday afternoon when 2 masked intruders forced their way into a home, leading to an exchange of gunfire. Police swiftly arrested the suspects, ensuring no one suffered injuries in the brazen midday attack. Authorities emphasized the incident remained isolated with no continuing danger in the community. Just after noon on Oakwood Avenue, 2 men dressed entirely in black and wearing masks broke into a residence armed with handguns. Neighbors soon reported hearing pops that initially mistook for a lawnmower backfiring. Inside the home, the situation escalated quickly. Go ahead.
All right, here goes the clip.
All black, armed with handguns, breaking into a house on Oakwood Avenue. Several neighbors tell me they heard 2 gunshots. One tells me his daughter saw the masked men leaving the home with something.
She could see a gentleman carrying a safe running into the front yard, and he hit the deck because of the gunfire that was coming back and forth.
It just seems so random for this area.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
It's a very quiet family area. There's never any trouble. There's never any hoopla up here. It's pretty quiet.
No hoopla.
And that's scary.
Police have arrested Derek Matarazzo and Timothy Gregory of Boston. They say those two men are the only ones directly involved with this home invasion and that this appears to be an isolated incident. Police have not said what their motives are. But
they're looking for something in that safe. That's plan.
Yeah, they knew something.
Yeah, that's plan.
They knew something. That was a inside job. The perp was a horse, of course. What is this? This is a WTF story. Police in Georgetown took to Facebook Tuesday to report an unusual incident in which officers on patrol were quickly overtaken by a suspect who happened to have 4 legs and a mane. That suspect was Jacob the horse, out for a midnight gallop and showing absolutely no regard for posted speed limits, police reported, opining that the loose steed appeared to be training for next year's Kentucky Derby, declaring breaking news from Baldpate Road, Georgetown Police Road. Officers ultimately collared Jacob and issued a stern reprimand and citation. The citation was immediately ingested. He ate it. Witnesses report that Jacob remained completely unfazed, maintaining his usual expression of mild boredom mixed with hay-related anticipation. Police report that the horse was returned safely to its owners, but the question of who unlocked the gate remains under investigation. The horse escaped. Yeah. And then the big Boston news yesterday, I guess, or big Massachusetts or New England news. Stephon Diggs' fate swiftly decided in assault trial involving personal chef. Diggs was accused of assaulting and choking the former live-in chef, and this was the talk of the town and of the nation yesterday. Stephon Diggs has learned his fate after being accused of assault by a former private chef. After 2 days in court, a Massachusetts jury found Diggs, 32, not guilty on Tuesday, May 5th, of assaulting and strangling the former employee, Mila Adams, according to reports from the news stations. The jury deliberated for roughly 90 minutes and took a brief hiatus to speak with the judge, per USA Today, shortly before returning with the verdict. Shortly after the verdict, Diggs' attorney, Mitch Schuster, issued a statement to People on Tuesday afternoon following the trial. "We have taken these allegations seriously from day one, and that's exactly why we are eager for the facts to come to light through the legal process," Schuster said. "Fame and financial success shouldn't strip someone of their presumption of innocence, but too often it does exactly that. And unfortunately, as is the case with unfounded claims, the damage starts the moment an accusation is filed, long before any facts are examined." Schuster continued, "Professional athletes have a target on their back. When someone sees a uniform and a contract, they see leverage, they see a settlement, and they're counting on that pressure in the court of public opinion to drive a default decision to settle regardless of the facts of the matter." His statement concluded, "The evidence has shown what we've maintained from day one. Mr. Diggs was wrongly accused, and this case represents exactly the kind of opportunistic targeting that players can face the moment they step off the field." The wide receiver, who was released by the New England Patriots just after one season, was accused by a former live-in chef of choking and slapping her in his home in December of 2025. The NFL star's former employee took the stand on Monday, May 4th, and claimed the assault occurred when Diggs entered her bedroom in December. On December 2nd, the woman alleged Diggs smacked me with an open hand and said she struggled to breathe as the wide receiver wrapped his arm around her neck and choked her. She also accused him of failing to pay her the full amount of her contract. Diggs opted against taking the witness stand to rebut Adams' claims. Diggs was arrested in December and pleaded not guilty in February, People previously reported. On the first day of trials, Diggs declined to speak to reporters as he made his way into the courtroom, according to the Associated Press. The NFL's star attorneys said that he categorically denies the allegations before the verdict on Tuesday. Diggs made headline last year for his relationship with rapper Cardi B, who gave birth to their child on November 4th. Breakup rumors began circulating in February after they unfollowed each other on social media. A source told People in late February things were getting too heated and complicated. Cardi is very no nonsense. The second she felt that she couldn't trust him, she pulled back to focus on her kids, her music, and her tour. Diggs is currently a free agent after he was cut from the Patriots. He still has no team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Stephon Diggs not guilty.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. He deserves that.
It was that case is very disturbing because it sets a really bad precedent for a lot of things. It definitely seems like, you know.
Did you watch it?
I did not watch it. Well, that's what a lot of people have said.
Oh, she was lying big time.
They said that she was caught in a lot of lies, that she, had a hard time explaining herself in a lot of the things. And
then she was just rude.
And she was rude.
She was just rude.
Why you say she was rude?
She was rude to the judge. She was just rude. She always had an attitude. Every question anybody asked, she couldn't answer anything.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
It was always had. Yes, but that's when he had all the women's in the house.
Yeah, he had a lot of women in the house.
Yeah, but
he did.
Cook for them. That's what you're getting paid for, woman.
Well, she's a woman. You're gonna get, I'm not listening to you, but she was a woman scorned, and we can see that. She definitely was a woman scorned. Sia says she's county prosecutors look dumb for charging Diggs with that mess, and I think that they do as well. Fraudulent and dishonest. And Lawanda says that she played herself, and I think she definitely played herself. She didn't have her story straight, and then the evidence was just overwhelmingly against her with the things, and that's what juries go by, the evidence, right?
Yeah. So Stefan looked like he was about to break down when that verdict came out.
Did he? Do you think he was scared?
I think he was. Because being a black man, you just never know where. And then the jury was made up of 7 people, and it was only 1 man.
It was only 7 people?
It was only 7 of them.
Why?
One man. It was 6 women and 1 man.
That's very interesting.
So he was, he was on his
Where was the rest of the jury? How come there was only 7 people?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know.
Anyways, that is the local news. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause to come back with the national stuff.
Slider said, Triz lied. See how that lady was trying to dish you.
Exactly. Triz is still mad at that lady, so now he's lashing out. But anyway, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, let Triz calm down, get him a cool drink, and we will be back with the national and entertainment news. This is Saucy and Friends on Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM. We play your music your way all day, every day.
At Rockland Trust Bank, we know that listening matters, not just to your financial goals, but taking the time to really get to know you. Whether you're building a family or a business, investing in a new home or a college tuition, planning your finances for the next 30 days or the next 30 years, our experienced bankers will listen, not just to provide advice and resources, but to foster a relationship that truly matters. Rockland Trust Bank, where each relationship matters. Member FDIC.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibes. My name is Gary Banton, alongside my co-host Big Trini, right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
New England's spring and summer celebrations are amongst us. From proms, graduations, weddings, birthdays, cookouts, festivals, baby showers, and more. But let's be honest, Nothing ruins an event faster than a bad DJ or a boring atmosphere. That's where Spark FM DJs and MCs come to save the day. Our professionally skilled, versatile team of entertainers specialize in curating unique, unforgettable experiences for all occasions. Private parties, corporate events, school celebrations, kid-friendly events, community festivals, and multi-genre music experiences for every crowd. Whether you need hosting, crowd engagement, or the perfect soundtrack, our DJs will keep you entertained start to finish. Book your Spark DJ today. Visit sparkfmonline.com. Submit an event inquiry form, and our team will contact you to customize the perfect package for your event. Spark FM Online. Sparking the soundtrack to your celebration.
The all-new Spark FM.
You're the baddest one.
Spark FM. You are now listening to Spark FM. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Oh, yes, you kindly. Miss Jolie, know your mango sweet, so Jolie, know your mango.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Something else. Bring him again. He live here. He part of that.
He cheap though.
Is he cheap?
He cheap.
Oh, where's arrested?
He cheap, and he got a couple of certified, Renee and like him actually.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
This one. Anyhow. So that is that. What is going on? Let's get into the national news. Pretty much. Let's see what's going on out there in the world. The FDA withdrew studies finding COVID shingles vaccines were safe. Yeah, what? Let me get into that story. The FDA blocked the publication of several studies supporting the safety of vaccines against COVID and shingles in recent months. A Health and Human Services Department spokesperson confirmed the studies were withdrawn because the authors drew broad conclusions that were not supported by the underlying data. The spokesperson told CNBC it's the latest effort by the Trump administration to challenge safe and effective shots in the U.S. and make them harder to access for some patients. So they want us to not get COVID vaccines or vaccines for shingles? Is that what they're saying?
I think so.
But why? The FDA blocked in the latest effort by the Trump administration to challenge safe and effective shots in the U.S. and make them harder to access for some patients. Under Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a prominent vaccine skeptic, federal health agencies have softened COVID shot recommendations, cut back research on vaccine development, and attempted to overhaul the childhood immunization schedule, among other efforts.
Here goes a clip.
Decades of precedent, the Trump administration blocking the publication of research that tracked the safety of vaccines. An official from the Department of Health and Human Services tells ABC News that the FDA did not publish several studies that showed the COVID and shingles vaccines were safe because, quote, the authors drew broad conclusions that were not supported by the underlying data. According to the New York Times, these studies that were funded by millions of taxpayer dollars analyzed millions of patient records and found serious side effects from the shots were rare. The CDC says on its own website that the shingles vaccine is safe and effective. Recent studies have also showed benefits from the shot, like potentially lowering the risk of dementia. COVID vaccines are some of the most studied vaccines in history, and large clinical studies show the health benefits do far exceed potential risks. But Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's a longtime vaccine skeptic, has limited Americans' access to preventative shots. Under his watch, the government has slashed funding for vaccine research and tried to reduce the immunization schedule for kids. One former CDC official tells us this censorship of taxpayer-funded science is extremely concerning. This is a move that breaks decades of precedent.
He's a sicko. He's sicko. I've never had shingles, but I know of a lot of people who have had shingles, and they said that thing is so painful. So why would you take out a shingles vaccine? That's like, what's he gonna do? Remove the chickenpox vaccine and bring chickenpox back? Like, what is going on?
Shingles is typically older folks, right?
It's it's like old people chickenpox basically, and they said that it's extremely painful. RFK again unveils a campaign for de-prescribing antidepressants.
De-prescribing?
Yeah. The Health and Human Services Secretary, RFK, on Monday announced his new initiative boosting de-prescribing psychiatric medicines during a Make America Healthy Again Institute Summit on Mental Health and Over-Medicalization. Today, we take clear and decisive action to confront our nation's mental health crisis by addressing the overuse of psychiatric medications, especially among children, Kennedy said. We will support patient autonomy, require informed consent and shared decision-making, and shift the standard of care toward prevention, transparency, and a more holistic approach to mental health, he said. As part of the initiative, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration will issue a report on prescribing trends. In a Dear Colleague letter on Monday, top officials within the HHS wrote that psychiatric medications should not be understood as the only treatment option. Kennedy has previously criticized psychiatric medications, suggesting in the past that selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs, could be linked to school shootings. The HHS secretary also claimed these medications are more addictive than heroin, despite evidence of the contrary. Kennedy himself is a recovering heroin addict, and he probably needs to take some more heroin. That dude is crazy.
What do you think about that?
I think that people need their antidepressants.
It says 1 in 6 Americans are on antidepressants.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because America is depressing.
But I think it could be a good thing, because especially with the youth, because I mean a lot of youth don't need to be prescribed these medications at the age of 13 and 14.
Antidepressants?
Yeah. I don't know. I was they prescribed me Ritalin when I was like 14.
Yeah, but that's not an antidepressant.
That's not. That's for ADHD.
Yeah, it's an anti-stimulant, so it's to calm you down.
But that's still the same thing. You put me on drugs.
No, yeah, but it's not antidepressant, so it's a different class. But I mean, yeah, there are a lot of people who are against that Ritalin or whatever. Somebody suggested because Noah has a hard time concentrating, and they suggested maybe he needs to be. No, he don't. He need to pay damn attention. But so I don't know. But the antidepressants, I don't want to mess with that. I think that people, if doctors feel that people need antidepressants, they probably need it, because it's really, really sad. And I'm on anti-anxiety medication, and it really, really has helped change my outlook and my mood in life. And so for me personally, don't take away my pills. I need it. What else do we have in here? The FAA employee in New Hampshire, has been charged with threatening to kill Trump. And I think this is just going to be more and more commonplace. I think that it's very obvious that a lot of people are very, very unhappy with Donald Trump. The FAA, Federal Aviation Administration employee Dean Delshie of New Hampshire is charged with threatening to kill President Donald Trump. He's 35 years old. He allegedly conducted an internet search of his government work computer related to getting a gun into a federal facility, prior assassination attempts, and the phrase, "I am going to kill Donald John Trump," before emailing a threat months later to the White House. His arrest comes on the heels of the indictment of former FBI Director James Comey on a charge of threatening to kill Trump, and the arrest of Cole Thomas Allen for allegedly trying to assassinate the president at the White House Correspondents Association dinner. Yeah, well,
I think he ain't the only one.
He's not, and there's going to be many others. We're going to hear about that a lot. People do not like this man. They do not like this man. A GOP bill will fund a $1 billion in White House security upgrades for Trump's ballroom. What is this now? Senate Republicans have added a $1 billion in White House security upgrades to legislation that would fund immigration enforcement agencies, a proposed boost for President Donald Trump's ballroom project after a man was charged with trying to assassinate him at the Correspondents' Dinner last week. The GOP bill released late Monday would designate the money for the U.S. Secret Service for security adjustments and upgrades related to the ballroom project, which Trump and Republicans have been pushing since Cole Thomas Allen allegedly stormed the April 25th media dinner at the Washington Hilton with guns and knives. The legislation says the money would support enhancements to the ballroom project, including above ground and below ground security features, but also specifics that the money may not be used for non-security elements. Specifies that the money may not be used for non-security elements. White House spokesperson Davis Engel praised Republicans for including the money for the long overdue project, saying it would provide the United States Secret Service with the resources they need to fully and completely harden the White House complex, in addition to the many other critical missions for the USSS.
Where's my thing at?
Exactly.
Where's my thing?
Big long stinking strips.
Here we go. Here, 1 second.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. And then lastly, former FedEx driver sentenced to death for killing 7-year-old after delivery at her Texas home. Amen. Praise the Lord for that. He should be sent. They shouldn't have sentenced him to death. They should have shot him right away.
I found out about this yesterday. Did you
No,
hear about this?
Yeah, we've talked about it a whole lot on this very show that we do here in the morning. A former FedEx, you've played the clips lots of times.
Okay, all right.
A former FedEx driver was sentenced to death on Tuesday as he pleaded not guilty to killing a 7-year-old he took from her Texas home while delivering a Christmas gift. Jurors in a Fort Worth courtroom decided on Tanner Horner's punishment after hearing about a month of testimony and evidence that included audio of Athena Strand's last moments from inside his delivery van. Horner, 34, pleaded guilty to capital murder last month in 2022 killing just as his trial began. Athena's body was found 2 days after she was reported missing from her home in the rural town of Paradise near Fort Worth. Horner didn't visibly react when the judge read the sentence, according to a live stream of the court proceedings. Jurors found there was a probability Horner would commit criminal violence and be a continuing threat to society. They said there was nothing in the commission of the crime or in Horner's background to warrant life without parole instead of death. Prosecutor James Stainton. Oh, go ahead, please.
Oh yeah, I have the.
My throat
is a brief clip.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oklahoma girl has been sentenced to death. Tanner Horner kidnapped and murdered little Athena Strand in 2022. Horner pleaded guilty to capital murder earlier this year, leaving the jury to decide between life in prison or the death penalty. Testimony lasted 20 days and came to a conclusion today. Athena, who was from Oklahoma, was living with her father in Texas when she was abducted. Horner will be transferred from the Tarrant County Jail to Texas's death row facility just outside Houston.
Horrible.
Sick.
Horrible person. And he lied. He said that he hit her, with the van, and he was afraid that she was going to tell, so he kidnapped her. And then they have videos from inside of the van of her like asking him, like, are you kidnapping me, and all kinds of stuff, like, are you taking me, all of these things. And then he tells her to like take her shirt off or something, and she's like, no, I'm not taking off my shirt. They have audio of all of that happening, and they could hear
he was hitting her and all
yeah,
that
they like there was audio of the way that he killed her. It's so crazy. So that is that. That was the national news. We're going to take a break. Are we taking a break? Okay. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. We still have some time. So we'll take a quick break. Come right back with the entertainment news. Saucy and Friends in the morning.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Looking for bold flavor and good
Yeah, we
vibes?
talked about that.
Come to Finn's Fusion, right at 1191 Blue Hill Avenue. We're bringing you the best of Caribbean cuisine with a touch of African flavors. From savory breakfast sandwiches to mouth-watering small bites, the famous steak and cheese on cocoa bread, and daily $6 lunch specials. Stop by, grab a plate, and taste the fusion everyone's talking about. That's Finn's Fusion, 1191 Blue Hill Avenue, where flavor meets culture.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
New England's spring and summer celebrations are amongst us. From proms, graduations, weddings, birthdays, cookouts, festivals, baby showers, and more. But let's be honest, nothing ruins an event faster than a bad DJ or a boring atmosphere. That's where Spark FM DJs and MCs come to save the day. Our professionally skilled, versatile team of entertainers specialize in curating unique, unforgettable experiences for all occasions. Private parties, corporate events, school celebrations, kid-friendly events, community festivals, and multi-genre music experiences for every crowd. Whether you need hosting, crowd engagement, or the perfect soundtrack, our DJs will keep you entertained start to finish. Book your Spark DJ today. Visit sparkfmonline.com. Submit an event inquiry form, and our team will contact you to customize the perfect package for your event. Spark FM Online. Sparking the soundtrack to your celebration.
Boston.
Wake your waistline up to your favorite Saturday morning radio show. It's the Vibes Up 360 morning show with specialist and DJ Junior. Every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Hashtag Vibes Up 360.
Vibe 360 Radio Morning Show.
All hits, all day, and it's all yours.
You're listening to Spark FM online.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. The all-new Spark FM.
You're the baddest one.
Spark FM. You are now listening to Spark FM. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Oh, yes, you kindly. Miss Jolene, oh, your mango sweet, so Jolene, oh, your mango.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Oh, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to Saucy and Friends. It is I, Miss Tony. We are going to get into the entertainment news, and hopefully we're finishing up the last of the Met Gala stuff because, I'm over it. Are you over it? I'm over it. Jennifer Lewis joins Taraji P. Henson in calling out celebrities for attending the 2026 Met Gala sponsored by Jeff Bezos. How much more fame do we need? And a lot of people were very upset about the Met Gala, and a lot of people chose not to attend. Jennifer Lewis has joined.
Who's Jennifer Lewis?
Jennifer Lewis is, the mother.
Oh, the auntie. The auntie.
Yeah. As we previously shared on Monday, May 4th, Taraji slammed her fellow A-listers headed to fashion's biggest night. This year, the gala was controversially sponsored by honorary co-chairs Jeff Bezos and wife Lauren Sanchez Bezos. The Amazon founder reportedly contributed $10 million to sponsor the gala amid reports of low wages, high injury rates, and poor work conditions for his workers. Bezos' sponsorship also arrives after massive layoffs at his warehouses and the Washington Post, which he acquired in 2013. Ahead of the gala, the Empire actress co-signed a social media post shared by Meredith Lynch titled "A Warning for Celebs." In the video, Meredith cautioned those attending to not wear ice-out pins. Meredith claimed Bezos is part of the reason we're in this effing mess. She added, "It's wild to me that this event is sponsored by Jeff Bezos, who has backed Trump, who has slashed arts funding." Taraji shared several clapping emojis and wrote, "I am so confused by some people that are going. I am like, what the F are we doing?" Taraji continued to protest on her Instagram story. Despite Taraji and others condemning celebrities ahead of the event, handfuls showed up and showed out on the carpet. Some of the many public figures included, we know who all was there. A day later, Jennifer Lewis joined in the criticism. She took to her Instagram account with a video which she captioned, "How much more fame do we need?" She continued to hashtag the words Met Gala and shame, followed by vote.gov. In her video, she said they cut 30,000 jobs and gutted the Washington Post, and they showed up anyway, posturing and posing, hoping to be the most. They cut $1 billion in funding for children's nutrition, and there they all were vying for the next position. Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I was really surprised at the number of celebrities that did show up at the Met Gala this year. I thought that it would be highly
lower
protested. Yeah, I thought it would be a lot less celebrities that went to it, but they turned out in droves, and I was surprised by that. There were a lot of people who did not attend. Zendaya is always a favorite at the Met Gala. She was not there this year. Taraji, of course, and so I really was surprised.
I'm not. I mean, this is my opinion. My opinion is these rich people gonna do whatever they want to do.
They are.
It's not like the people that are funding her movies that she acted in. They ain't no different from Jeff Bezos to me. You know what I mean? All those big Hollywood people, they're the same thing. They're still Republicans. They all, everybody's gonna fund Trump and support Trump still. So what's the difference between that and you acting in a big budget Hollywood movie?
Yeah. Danielle was telling me about some of the protest things that she saw, surrounding that. I think they said that somebody that worked for Amazon hacked into the system too. And what did they do?
They told them that I guess they're going to be organizing.
They put something up on one of the walls or something like that, and all kind of stuff happened. Zohran Mandami did. He did a protest type thing. So instead of posting or talking about the Met Gala or even attending the Met Gala, he shared a IG post after skipping the Met Gala and asking people to, and people are praising him for having a backbone. Let me throw that in there.
Oh, he was invited, Mandami?
Yeah, well, he's the, he's the...
Was it in New York? Is the Met in New York?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Met, yes. The Metropolitan Museum is in New York. So what he did was he shared a post, and it says, "This is how you critique the Met Gala and not shit on fashion as an art form." So what he did, the Met Gala is one of New York City's biggest nights, so it's only right that the mayor gets a coveted invite. Every New York City mayor since 2002 has attended the annual fundraising event, which raises money for the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute. Bill de Blasio did, Eric Adams also did, and Michael Bloomberg as well. But this year, it sounds like Mayor Zohran Mandami had other plans. Mayor Mandami and the super stylish Bangladesh First Lady Rama Duwaji were reportedly invited to the Met Gala, but in a break from tradition, declined to go. In an interview with the Hellgate in April, Mandami praised the Met as an incredible museum and a critical part of the city, but said he wouldn't attend the prestigious red carpet event on May 4th in order to focus on affordability and making the most expensive city in the United States affordable. He didn't go much into detail, but the mayor's decision to skip the event came amid significant controversy surrounding this year's Met Gala due to Amazon founder Jeff Bezos serving as its lead sponsor along his wife Lauren Sanchez Bezos. In the weeks leading up to the event, boycott the Bezos Met Gala posters appeared around New York City. One poster read, "The Bezos Met Gala brought to you by the company that powers ICE," while another said, "The only minority destroying this nation is the super rich." And it wasn't just anti-billionaire protesters taking issue with the so-called Bezos Met Gala. Celebrities and former Met Gala attendees like Olivia Rodrigo, Cara Delevingne, and Bella Hadid were seen to have liked Instagram posts criticizing Bezos' involvement in the fundraiser. Taraji P. Henson also wrote on IG that she was confused to see so many fellow celebs still planning to attend, asking, "What the F are we doing?" We can't say for sure if the Bezos backlash was the reason that the mayor decided to skip the Met Gala. However, he just shared a rather pointed Instagram post that drew attention to some of the fashion industry's unsung heroes. While the world's eyes are on the biggest fashion night, we're turning ours to the garment, retail, and warehouse workers who keep the industry running, he wrote via the NYC Mayor IG page. From true love found on the picket line to a free tailoring school out of a Brooklyn basement, meet the New Yorkers who make it all possible. The post, which you can find here, well, we'll post it, is being hailed as the perfect statement amid the Bezos backlash, with fans additionally saying that Mandami's decision to not attend the Met Gala was a real power move. This is how you critique the Met Gala and not shit on fashion as a art form. That's awesome. So that's Mandami doing his Mandami thing and making strides in politics and in the world. Social media users are going in after Clarissa Shields shared an AI-generated photo of herself at the Met Gala. Did you see this? This fool. A lot of people were doing AI pictures of them attending the Met Gala, and Clarissa's, I think, had her in a dress that I don't know if you can find it, but so social media.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do me of AI.
A lot of people did. On Monday, May 4th, Clarissa Shields took to Instagram to share a carousel featuring an AI-generated photo. Furthermore, she captioned the photo, "Oh, nothing, just manifesting my Met Gala look. Which one y'all feeling the most?" Furthermore, the first photo showed her AI self rocking a black and gold ensemble, with the second photo showed her AI self rocking a second version of the look. Check out the things below. Can you post those?
Oh, that's tacky.
Let me see.
All right, here we go.
Tacky AF.
Yes. Look at it.
So this is her, and then she has on, of course, she always has to boast and brag about herself being the GOAT. So what is this guy saying down on the bottom?
Let's see what it says. I don't know who is it. All right, here we go. I don't know, maybe not.
You can fake it till you make it. You can have all these here low-level individuals in society believing that you're the $8 million woman and all of that. But listen, celebrity and swag you can't buy. You just gotta have it. Like, nobody believes that the Met Gala people will ever invite you, T-Rex. And if they do invite you, you still not gonna be able to afford to get in. It costs $100,000 for you to get in.
Dang, right?
Like, just T-Rex. Because the reality.
Anyhow, yeah, I think that a lot of people share that sentiment. Clarissa, gone, sat down. Using AI to magically place you in a room that you weren't invited to is high-level Delulu. I think she's a rage beta extraordinaire. Even the manifesting can't dress. Somebody said, Clarissa, we know you box. Damn. So anyhow, that was Clarissa Shields getting criticized for her AI stuff. Joe Budden questions whether or not DJ Academics wants war with him. What's Joe Budden's versus DJ Academics? What's that about? Just that seems like your lane is.
What about I can't stand Academics.
So Joe Budden and DJ Academics used to be co-hosts on Complex's Everyday Struggle for a year. Everyday Struggle was the network's flagship show. Eventually, Budden left the company over a pay dispute, while personalities like Star and Wayno were put in his chair. Despite Budden's exit from Complex, the former rapper remained friendly with Academics. For years, the two supported each other and gave each other props whenever necessary. However, in recent weeks, Ac has been making slick comments about Joe. For instance, he floated the conspiracy that Joe Budden was being paid made by TDE to big up Kendrick Lamar during the Drake beef. On Tuesday, Ak and Budden went head-to-head on Complex hip-hop media power rankings list. Academics was at number 1 and Budden was at number 2. On his podcast, Budden was congratulatory of Academics. That said, he did have some questions pertaining to Ak's recent comments and whether the two are truly on good terms. Yeah,
I have the clip here.
Go ahead, yeah.
And at 1, DJ Academics.
Ak, what up?
What up, Ak? Ak, what up, bro?
Salute. Congrats.
Ak, I hear you, little streams, nigga. You want war? Hey, what's up? You trying to turn shit up? What? I gotta call my man to see what's going on.
I've been hearing something. I didn't know what went wrong. I've been hearing something. I've been hearing something.
I feel like all the people that was on Drake's side is just time for them.
I gotta do some more research into that today.
Yeah, let us know what's going on there.
Joe Budden and I can't stand Academics. First of all,
No, who can stand Academics? There's not a lot of people that can stand Academics.
But Joe Budden's, that's my guy.
We'll see about that. We'll get into that. Megan Thee Stallion explains how she separates Megan Pete and her rap persona. She said, "This is two different lives I'm living." And Megan is in the news, of course, for all the things. Megan Thee Stallion has been able to build quite the business empire outside of music, and she proved it once again when she graced the cover of Entrepreneur on Tuesday, May 5th.
Pete and rap. You know who those are? Those are the two old guys that be rapping.
Oh, well,
well,
she's not talking about that. She's talking about the fact that her last name is Megan Pete.
Oh, Megan Pete.
Yes. And then she's also a rapper. So Megan Thee Stallion is different from Megan Pete, is what she's saying.
Oh, okay.
Delving into her business acumen, Megan dished on the importance of balancing her rap career and her personal life. "I feel like I've had to learn how to separate Megan Pete and Megan Thee Stallion," she admitted. "When I'm interacting with my people and my hotties, I want them to feel like when they had the experience with Megan, it don't matter if they were having a bad day, because once they met me, their day was better," she continued. "They might have felt some type of relief." As her music career grows, Megan's been focusing on building her business resume as well. Recent shrewd moves include launching her own tequila company, Chicas Divertidas, a swimwear brand, and opening a Popeyes restaurant in Miami Beach, Florida. Get it, Megan? You go, girl. And then, lastly, what do we have here? Ashley Janae's fiance, Joe McCann, breaks his silence as the influencer's family holds a funeral. He says her incomprehensible, tragic death during their Tanzania trip has left him devastated, empty, and shocked. And he says, "I love you forever." This is very, very weird.
He held a funeral
weird.
for her?
No, her family is holding the funeral, and he was not invited. Ashley Janae's family holds her funeral. Her fiance, Joe McCann, breaks his silence after the influencer's tragic death during their vacation to Zanzibar, Tanzania. As we previously shared, McCann took the influencer overseas for her birthday on April 5th. During the trip, McCann proposed to Janae, but within a day's time, authorities said the couple got into a heated argument. The incident resulted in hotel staff separating them into two different villas. On April 9th, Janae-born Ashley Robinson was declared dead after McCann claimed to have found her unconscious in her room. He alleged she hung herself from a door. Local officials investigated and ruled her death as a suicide. However, Janae's family, namely her parents Yolanda Andres and Harry Robinson, has consistently denied her ever wanting to harm herself. They've been seeking answers from authorities. They also said McCann was unreachable and went missing in action after telling them Janae was en route to the hospital after doing something to herself. By April 14th, authorities in Zanzibar said they were holding McCann for questioning, even confiscating his passport. Weeks after going MIA, McCann is now speaking for the first time. He shares his first public statement as Janae's families laid their daughter to rest, blocking her fiance from the funeral. While taking to X on Tuesday, McCann wrote, "There are no adequate words to describe the total devastation, emptiness, and shock I feel after losing my best friend, confidant, and fiance, Ashley Janae Robinson. As a father myself, I am also heartbroken for Ashley's parents, Yolanda Andres and Harry Robinson. Ashley's death is an incomprehensible tragedy." He goes on and says that there's lots of stuff that he says, but he says Ashley was a loving soul, so much so that she called herself a lover gal as a homage to her Trinidadian roots, in which she took great pride. What Ashley desired most was to become a mother and to raise a family together. There is no question that she would have been an amazing mom. Ashley was an angel who shined her light on on everyone fortunate enough to be in her presence. There is no way to fill the unfillable void left by Ashley's passing, and no way to make sense of this unfathomable loss. All we can do is carry on Ashley's legacy of helping other people and strive to live up to her virtues every single day. Ashley, I love you forever, Joe. Everybody said that's giving Chat GPT AF, and it's weird. It's a very long statement. I very much ad-libbed or skipped through that, but it's a very, very long statement, and her funeral was held yesterday on May 5th. And he was not invited.
That's disturbing.
It's very disturbing. It's very, very disturbing. So that is that. So that is all we have for y'all today.
Wow.
That is it.
Yeah.
It is sad. And so.
What do you think? That's crazy. That is crazy.
It is. It's very crazy and it's very sad. And I just don't know.
Do you think he did it?
I think he did it.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think he definitely.
I don't think this young lady gonna get married and then the next day you guys have a big argument and all of a sudden
You have a big argument. They separate you guys into separate villas. Right. Why would he go to her room and discover her body if they were in separate villas? Who gave him access to her villa if they were separated like that? It just doesn't seem right. And he is something in his eyes. Something in his eyes I don't like.
That blank stare.
That blank stare is very, very crazy. But anyhow. That is that. You guys have a good day. There is some rain expected, but it is quite nice outside right now. So enjoy the good weather while it's good. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Or they will see you guys tomorrow because I got to go to work.
Oh, that's right.
Anyways, everybody have a good one and have a good afternoon. Saucy and Friends signing off. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are tuned into New England's #1